of course, the main countries we're looking at is Kiribati, Tuvalu at the moment. We've also had some with the Torres Strait Islands, if it's Northern Australia. But the obvious risks are these countries are sinking because of the rising waters. You know, the effects of climate change, the extremes of weather, there's droughts and also the heavy rainfalls, the hurricanes and everything else, is affecting the livelihoods of these people. And it's not just the livelihood, their culture, their language, health, education and so on. And what we're trying to do through the Pacific Calling Partnership is, as I said before, we're not an aid organisation, as an advocacy group, and we lobby politicians, and we'll do education in schools and other groups that are interested, but try to provide a voice also for these people from the Pacific to speak for themselves. We don't do it, we're not working for them, we're working with them. It's in solidarity. But one of the other things we want to do is to change the narrative, if you like. And I think Mary Robinson was saying something similar. It's about presenting the human face of what people are living with every day now. We've had these COP every year, these COP meetings, and they talk about climate negotiations and all those sorts of things, and we go home again. But these people are living with the effects of climate change every day and dying, you know. And so that's, you know, it comes back to a question of climate justice, really, rather than climate change. It's climate justice, because it's the people who have the lowest ecological footprint are paying the highest price.
And I think we've seen that here. I mean, in a way, we're fortunate here at the COPs to actually meet some of these people. And I've interviewed people from some of these islands, from Tuvalu, and the sense of urgency in their voice is often greater because, as you say, they are living with it. And for some of us, it's perhaps a little bit abstract, the debate. You know, we can turn away and, you know. I mean, why Australia, how does it impact on Australia? Obviously, you're closer in Australia than most of the rest of us to these islands that are going to be affected. What is the responsibility Australia has? Why is Australia interested in their plight?
Well, we want the Australian government to be more interested, actually. We have a big responsibility to, you know, in terms of emissions and carbon emissions and so on. We're still focused very much on fossil fuels, coal exports, digging up coal and all those things. These are the sorts of things that are affecting the people of the Pacific. You know? And we want our government to take greater responsibility. We've just recently got a seat on the Security Council. We're presenting ourselves as a good neighbour, good global citizen. And we want to take that seriously, make it something practical rather just in words.
I mean, well, I just wonder what the feeling is like on some of these islands. I mean, do they already feel that it's perhaps too late, that they can't be saved, that we're not moving fast enough, or do they still have a feeling, a hope that agreement will be reached here, which will stop sea levels rising, will stop them disappear? You know, it's not overly dramatic to say they could disappear.
Absolutely. I'm sure the people don't want to move. Their hope is that they stay there. It's their home. It's where their graveyards, their cemeteries, you know, they're all being covered by water now, you know, and they don't want to leave. But that might be a possibility. And yesterday there was a press release from President Tong of Kiribati, and he just seemed to have changed a bit because he did talk a bit about relocation, more than he ever has before, and it's really sad because it looks like there's a sense of desperation, a sense of